Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to TJ Inspires. Welcome to TJ Inspires. Happy Friday. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know. Let me know how you're doing tonight. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me know how you're doing tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're checking in from. I'm checking in from Houston. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm checking in from Houston. Welcome to TJ Inspires. Just checking in to see how you're doing. Should I leave my glasses on? I can't see without them, so I'm just gonna leave them on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You'll be watching the replay of this video. Welcome to TJ Inspires. We won't be on here for a long time, but a good time, a good time. So come on in, come on in. Hopefully welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome, 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 welcome. The goal for tonight is to gain 5 new subscribers. 5 new subscribers. And I believe when I looked last, we were at 283. The goal is to hit 300 subscribers before the end of the weekend. So please help us reach that goal of gaining 300 subscribers before the end of the weekend. And again, welcome to TJ Inspires, where we talk about trending topics, we talk about entertainment, we give you some inspiration, we talk about God, we talk about books. So again, welcome. Give us some thumbs up. Watch the replay of the video. We've been having welcome, 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 and we don't bite over here. We love to chat it up. So please chat with us in the comment section. Let us know how you're feeling. Give me some emojis on how you're feeling tonight. The weekend is here. I don't know about you, but it's been a long week. It's been a long, long week, but some great things happened this week. You came across this video. You made it. You made it. You're alive. You're breathing. God has given us another chance at life. So just breathe, let it all out. Relax this weekend. If you don't know, my name is Tristan, but I go by the pen name TJ Inspires. Over here on this channel, I am an author, and I have my books available. This one is called Soul of a Man, Poetry for the Mind, Body, and Soul, and it is available. They are 15.25 or 3 for 30.25. This one is my first book called Dream the Impossible. It is also available. And then this one is the children's book, Princess Destiny, the Magical Natural Hair. And so all of the books I will post in the comment section. These books are available for shipping. We will autograph them and ship them directly to you as long as it's in the United States. And they're 15.25. That also includes shipping. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tell a friend about TJ Inspires. We are growing. We are growing by leaps and bounds, but we need more. We're looking to grow. We let us know what you want to talk about. Tonight we're talking about cancel culture. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. We're talking about cancel culture. Do you agree with cancel culture? Um, what do you think about cancel culture? And what do you think about shows like Love and Hip Hop, Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Atlanta, The Shade Room? Do you think those shows and like The Shade Room, do you think that those are, again, no, I don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I deleted the Shade Room from the Shade Room. Because I believe they really only post the negative, and a lot of times that's not really good for our youth. I think JR the Boss was on here earlier in the week, and he hit the nail on the head about a lot of things. The shade room. Honestly, I think, like I said, I deleted the shade room because it was just they only post negative, and to me, like I was reading online earlier, they a lot of times they shame people, publicly shame people, call out culture. And again, they and cancel culture is something that's either socially or morally unacceptable. So it depends on the council culture. And again, sometimes the Shade Room, Baller Alert, the Jasmine brand, all of those type of things, they hurry up and rush to post things, maybe to publicly shame someone or get. I think they just post it just to get people talking. And a lot of times, if you read through the Shade Room comments, a lot of times I think those are bots, and a lot of times people just post the negative. Like, there are more things to post about. They don't really post. If you ever look at the Shade Room post, and if they post something about like a couple or celebrity breaking up, they'll probably get 50 million, or not 50 million, I'm exaggerating on that, but they'll get a lot of posts of people commenting on that post, publicly shaming the person, and then they'll post somebody's business next to that post, and you'll see only like 5 or 10 comments, maybe 150 likes. So if I was a business owner, I would not be paying. Again, it's good publicity, but I wouldn't be paying the Shade Room thousands of dollars to post my business on their post. And I guess they say good publicity. No, whether it's good publicity or no publicity, people still see it. But are people really buying your product off of the Shade Room? Because again, if you ever go on the Shade Room, um, it just, I don't know, it's something about the Shade Room that doesn't sit right with me. Sometimes I think that the people that's running the shade, I heard that the people running the Shade Room was faith based, or maybe they started off faith based. I think sometimes somebody said it was TD Jakes running the Shade Room, or the person that runs the Shade Room or started the Shade Room was an affiliated of TD Jakes. I said, well, that's crazy if TD Jakes has any affiliation with the Shade Room and he is supposed to be a pastor or a Christian. I ain't gonna really be bothered with TD Jakes because the Shade Room is just, ugh, I hate the Shade Room. And I really don't like Married to Medicine. I don't like how they portray African American people on that show. And I don't like how, those, like the Love and Hip Hop, Married to Medicine, all of those type shows, like Married to Medicine, that show is supposed to be showcasing predominant African American men and women that are in the medical field, and that go, their day-to-day life working in the medical field. They should have, and again I know that, negativity sells these days, but I don't like how they pin the women against each other, and like drama. Like, no, not not that's not the average person. That's not how, like, who wants to be around drama all the time? Showcase something good on Married to Medicine. Showcase something good on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not the average woman has, show me like the grind behind your business. So they on like Married to Medicine or Real Housewives of Atlanta, you'll probably get 1 or 2 minutes of them showcasing their business, but then you'll get 40 minutes of them fighting like cats and dogs on there. No, that's not the average person. And that's what the media wants to feed. And that goes back earlier into the Just Hilarious drama with her co-worker, Lauren, where they were on there, um, two African American women that are in the media, the radio game, and it's hard to become a radio personality. But on there, they want to showcase them fighting. I was like, wake up! Like, wake up and realize that we, as African American women, it's already hard for us to even make it into those spots. And then think about it, you want to pin us against each other for clicks and likes and views. How is that showcasing, portraying, showcasing for the next generation? Is that what you want your daughter to see, your niece to see, when they pull up you in 10 to 15 years that you fighting with your coworker? No, showcase. And again, I know that negativity sells, but again, like I said, I hate using the word hate, but I don't like Married to Medicine. Showcase, how they got to where they are. Don't give me 2 seconds of Dr. Jackie's office and then you give me 30 minutes of her fighting with Toya, or show me a little bit of how, Sweet Tea, and how she, all the accomplishments she's had. Like, she's an Army veteran, and how she is navigating through the different medical things that African American women fight, are going through. Like, I think Sweet Tea had some medical issues regarding fibroids. I had fibroids and they were growing, like I was gaining weight. So showcase, that process. Don't give me 10 minutes, 2 seconds of her and Dr. Greg in the office, and, tell me, show the good stuff. Don't always show the negativity. But again, I know that negativity sells, and that's what they want to feed. That's what they want to feed. They want to showcase African American men fighting. They want to showcase African American men having all these kids, having 2 and 3 and 5 baby mamas. Nobody, I don't want to watch that, because that, creating it's not creating a good foundation. It's putting a, creating, broken homes, creating women that can't get along with each other. And if something was to happen to that man, this man has left behind children. And a lot of times, and I said it earlier in my one of my videos, so please go back and watch my previous live from earlier this week that was entitled "Rags from Riches to Rags." A lot of times, the people from Love and Hip Hop, they barely make it on real live television, because a lot of times they can't hold an audience. And again, the Love and Hip Hop, that's another one. I don't like the way they portray. And again, this is my opinion. I used to, like I said, I'm not bashing. I used to watch them, but after a while, I was like, this is the same storyline over and over again. Like, how many kids are you gonna have? Like, how many broken homes are you gonna be showcasing? Like, how many, you got a kid over here. You got one kid over here, and then you have 3 kids over here, and then you got another one over here. So that's like 1, 2, 3. That's four homes that you got to take care of. That's 4 women that if something was to happen, that have to get along, and 4 kids that, well, that don't have, probably won't have good relationship. Like, Love and Hip Hop, again, it's just a storyline. Like, I wouldn't imagine, like, the Love and Hip Hop early on. I think it was Love and Hip Hop New York, when there was like Peter Guns and Amina and Tara, and they live in like Tara. Peter Guns is like jumping from house to house. One minute he is in love with Tara, and then one minute he's in love with Amina, and he was with Tara and had 3 kids with Tara, and she was like, thinking she was the main one, but he married Amina, and then he got Amina pregnant, and they're like going back and forth at each other. And then he got Amina pregnant and married Amina, and then Amina got pregnant again, and then Tara got pregnant again. Tara had 2 kids with Peter Guns. Peter Guns had already had maybe like 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different women, and these kids were all over, all over. I think he had kids in New Orleans, he had kids in the Bronx, he had kids in Harlem. He was just creating kids and broken homes. I'm like, how in the world are you able to keep up with all that? And I think, and one, the Love and Hip Hop early on, in Love and Hip Hop New York, Amina had moved from New York and moved the kids all the way to California. And then in California, Peter Guns was going back and forth from Atlanta. No, he was going back and forth from the Bronx, New York to California. And it was just like a mess. I'm like, and yeah, it was, yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And tonight we're just talking about, yes, please make sure you watch the video all the way through, and we're just chatting it up tonight. And we're just talking about cancel culture. Do you believe in cancel culture? Do you believe in shows like Married to Medicine? Do you believe in shows like, do you even watch Love and Hip Hop? Again, I used to watch those type of shows, but then I was like, that y'all just feeding us the same storyline. The only person, and I don't even watch listen to, that type of, even the music that we listen to. You have to be careful of the music that you listen to, the TV shows you listen to, even sometimes church, because that can feed into your the things that you watch, your ear gates, your eyes, all that stuff you're downloading, you're digesting. And think that these people are rich. Yes, they may be rich, but again, go back and watch my previous video, my previous live, and let me know what you think. A lot of times these people, when they turn off those cameras, that's not their real life. That's not their real lives. Half of them probably are renting that home that they're in, maybe just for the season. A lot of times these people don't pay their taxes. A lot of times these people don't have savings. And I just don't like those type of shows, because like I said, it doesn't portray African Americans in a positive light. And what the media has fed, what the media has continued to feed us, is that that's the way all African American men, African American women, that all African American men want, all African American men want to be rappers. All African American women want to be baby mamas. All African American men want to be a baby daddy, where they just create these kids, and they just creating us break generational curses. Stop having all these kids, because I can tell you that it's not good. It's not good. And again, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, but think about the next generation. Think about the kids that you're leaving behind, and how, if something was to happen to the breadwinner, or the person that's on social, that's doing the reality, if something was to happen to them, and they don't leave behind a will, they don't leave behind something for their children, then you got, everybody fighting to get a piece of the pie. Again, I don't like how shows like Married to Medicine Real Housewives of Atlanta, um, Love and Hip Hop. I don't like how those shows portray, and I definitely don't like the Shade Room. I think the Shade Room is, just for Kiki and Laz, but you really have to think about when you posting these things that sometimes it's not true, it's ignorant, and you have to think about how that person that you're posting, and again, I could go on and on, but watch, Shade Room, the Jasmine brand, all of that. Watch how you post people's kids too, because unless the person posts that themselves, don't be posting kids. I think kids are off limits, and these kids are going to grow up one day, and they're going to be having to go through this. So again, let us know. This is Tristan with TJ Inspires. I said a lot tonight, but do you like, again, I always talk about cancel culture. I personally have canceled the Shade Room. I really barely watch Love and Hip Hop. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop. I stopped watching Married to Medicine. And I stopped watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. I honestly think all those shows need to be canceled. We really need to go back to honest, good TV like Martin, the Martin Show, Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, uh, um, what was the other one? The Huxtables. We need to go back to good TV. I really also like Abbott Elementary, where but again, Love and Hip Hop, Married to Medicine, what is it? Real Housewives of Potomac. Look at those women, and when the cameras are off, like I think her name was Karen Huger. Like if she's not in jail right now, this lady is about to go to prison. She's about to go to prison. Or the other one, Love and Basketball. I think it was British. Was doing freaking fraud. And she's currently in prison right now, doing I think maybe 4 to 5 years for federal. That was a federal offense, freaking fraud. So they were showing you where they were living this lavish life, but and behind the scene they're freaking scammers. Like Karen Hugler, I think she had multiple DUIs. I'm like, you have all this money, hire a driver. Luckily, you didn't kill anybody. Hire a freaking driver. And then she had her husband with her, and I think one of the last videos where they have, caught her, it was on, I guess the police were videotaping, and then she had her husband with her. And I was like, how can you allow your wife to drive while she's drunk? Like, come on now. Like, you guys either should have taken a Uber. If you have all this money, hire a freaking driver. Like, why are you drinking and driving? Like, British, why are you doing tax fraud? Like, oh, I think British gave the reason why we all do it. Just something I grew up on. Like, no. Like, carrying somebody that's not your child on your taxes is freaking illegal. Again, make sure, I can go on and on about, this. And again, this has been Tristan with TJ Inspires. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Let us know in the chat. Make sure you watch the replay of this video. Let me know, how do you feel about cancel culture? Do you, again, it's good to watch those shows from time to time, but we have to now think about those shows and how they portray the African American community, and they do not portray us in a good light. And again, if you don't know, I'm going to go back over it again. I have my books. This one is called Princess Destiny, The Magical Natural Hair. This one is called Dream the Impossible. This one is available. We have Soul of a Man, Poetry for the Mind, Body, and Soul. And all the books are 15.25, and we do currently have them in stock, and we can ship them to you. The 15.25 includes the shipping, and we can ship them to you as long as it's within the U.S. So you can either comment below book in the comment section, or you can email me at Jackson_Tristan@yahoo.com. Again, enjoy your weekend. Make sure you watch all of our videos. We have some new videos up. We have some new shorts up. We have some new videos up. We have posts. We have it all for you. Again, comment below what you want us to talk about. What's the next topic you want us to talk about? As we are a growing channel, we are learning. We are learning. It's always good to learn. Again, the topic that we talked about tonight is cancel culture. Do you believe in cancel culture? Let me know what you think about cancel culture in the chat. Again, until next time, enjoy your weekend. You know, I love you. We have a lot of things going on, some good things going on. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. And again, watch the next video. Watch the next video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Again, see you in the next video.